What's up, Kaiju family? This is Godzilla Train 1090, Soaring today with a brand new review. And today, we're going to be going over another world piece that I've been looking for a really, really long time. The 25 centimeter Biollante from X Plus. I cannot describe enough how long I've been looking for this, how amazing this figure is. So I'm not going to talk too long right now. I'm just going to get straight into the review, honestly. But before I do that, I did want to give a special thanks to Lee Chang. He's the one that did sell me this figure. If you saw the unboxing on Kaiju Collectors, she was packaged perfectly. Every single tentacle was wrapped up. Biollante's entire body was wrapped up in bubble wrap. Did not budge in that massive box. This thing is absolutely incredible. I've been looking for this girl. Something else I also started to look for when I first started collecting, and I almost had her at retail price actually when I first started collecting. But at the time, money was scarce, and there was so much stuff coming out. And one of the things that came out that I still have now is the 1964 25 centimeter King Ghidorah. That came out, and I started building on that. And I was like, okay, I can't afford Biollante and King Ghidorah, so. Because y'all remember how much King Ghidorah was back then? Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, I passed up on Biollante, hoping I could find it again one day. And it's popped up a few times. Each and every time it popped up, I didn't have the funds to get it. And finally, at this time in my life, I finally had the funds to get it. Lee Chang helped me out. I was able to do a payment plan. Still cost a pretty penny, especially for the aftermarket. But hey, it's okay. And honestly, when this first got released by X Plus, it was a really good price because this thing is massive. When I'll put the camera up closer for a more up close and personal look at her, so you can see just all the amazing details. I mean, you already see the size of her. I'm not a small man. And you see this thing is pretty much engulfing me, or as it is already. But enough chit chat. Let me go ahead and go into the review. Go ahead and get a closer look at this beautiful kaiju here. Thank you. And here she is, the 25 centimeter X Plus Biollante. So already right off the gate, you see how much detail is on Biollante. You see and of course we only saw Biollante at night, so we didn't get a look at her. I mean, we did, but it was dark. So you can really see all the scaling and things that they put into her to make her really look like Godzilla. As far as a plant, I guess you can say the plant version of Godzilla. Here you can see all the details in her mouth. Of course, her mouth is just we can open and close. But you see all the rows of teeth that they put in here, how pink her gums are. Just absolutely stellar detail. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, this may be a little bit older of an X Plus figure also, if I'm not mistaken. I think Biollante came out in, let me see if I can find out, back in 2016. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of details on a figure that is from 2016. Of course, you gotta be careful for thorns, because those thorns are pretty sharp. You see her little belly sack
well, Godzilla blew that to pieces at some point in the film. Of course, you see all the veins and stuff in Biolante's vines. So you see all the details they put in that. Each individual vine have veins popping out of it, just like in the film. And of course, I got to show you the mouths of each vine too. These two are pretty similar. There's not too much of a difference between the two of these. You see, it's basically the same as inside Biolante's mouth. Sharp teeth all across it. Not super sharp, but sharp enough. You see the details they put into the gums and everything as well. You see more vines even on this, more veins in the vines. And of course, we're going to switch to the other side of the figure, which you see again more thorns, veins in the vines. This is the one that pierced Godzilla. I really like that they included this one. And then here's the other side of Biollante with this mouth that's a little bit closed, it's different from the other three. It's more, I guess, looking inward to Godzilla in a sense. If you were to have Godzilla with her. Just so much detail that's went into this figure. It's absolutely insane how much detail they put into this. And if I can get to the last find, you'll see how well that one looks also. That one's facing more Biollante. And the mouth is slightly open, but not as open as the other two. And you see more of the details in the veins in the vines, the thorns on Biollante. She was really dangerous to Godzilla. Even though it didn't seem like it, because Godzilla kind of ran through her. But can you imagine if Biollante existed by herself and she was just terrorizing the city? I mean, we know Biollante is a good kaiju, but it's a fun thought to have. I think so. And of course, all the leaves on Biolante's back kind of resembling Godzilla's spines in a sense. Each one individually sculpted, individually textured in a way. It looks absolutely awesome. You really feel the presence of Godzilla in Biollante in this figure. They did a really good job making sure that they did put all the aspects of Biollante in her and really make her look like Godzilla, especially the side profile view of her. She just looks absolutely menacing and dangerous in this side profile to me. She looks great, absolutely fantastic. Looks amazing. And of course, we have to do a side comparison with Godzilla. It's the whole reason why I got her. Because Godzilla vs. Biollante is probably number 2 on my list for favorite Godzilla movies, and really that kind of fights with 1984. But you see, Godzilla is a little big for Biollante, obviously, because this is the 30 centimeter Yuji Sakai version 2 Godzilla. But with some photo magic, you can make this look awesome. To me, at least in my opinion, you can make this setup look awesome. They look incredible on the shelf, so I have no complaints there either. They sit side by side with each other on the shelf. And again, like I mentioned, Godzilla's a little big, but I don't know. I'm okay with it, honestly. It would have been. I guess it didn't bother me that Godzilla was smaller than Biollante in the movie, so it doesn't really bother me now that Godzilla's a little bit bigger than her. It's not a big deal to me. And they do have a 25 centimeter 1989 Godzilla, and it was similar to the 89, the original 30 centimeter 89 I had in my collection before. So, since I don't have that figure, we're gonna use HH Martial Arts 1989 Godzilla, and we all know this is way out of scale. If Godzilla would have been this small fighting Biollante, it may not have ended too well. When Biollante tried to eat Godzilla, if he was this small, she might have succeeded. Even though Godzilla is still more powerful than Biollante, so maybe not. Maybe she would have been okay to eat him, but who knows? But even this looks incredible to me, to be honest. Alright guys, that's the end of my up close and personal look, and we'll get back to the review. Thank you.
And we're back. And that's my review on the 25 centimeter Biollante from Godzilla vs. Biollante. So, if y'all saw our Heisei retrospective back on Monsters of Attitude, Godzilla vs. Biollante is my second favorite Godzilla movie, and honestly, it kind of fights for first with 1984. To be honest, it's really A and B as far as my favorite movies between 84 and Biollante. I absolutely love Godzilla vs. Biollante. Biollante is definitely one of my favorite. I guess can you call her an antagonist? Because really Godzilla was the antagonist in that film. So that was kind of but it's okay. We'll have to debate that another time. But I absolutely love Biollante. She's so huge, so massive. So there's so much to her. I had so much trouble finding someone to put on the shelf. It was ridiculous trying to find a spot. I finally found one, so she has a home. I just had to move everything in my collection to get her to fit there. But she has a home now. She looks great there. She looks great with 89 Godzilla, obviously. And no, not the HH Monster Arts that Biollante tried to eat. You know, her big brother, quote unquote, the 89 X Plus. And even though the doctor in Godzilla vs. Biollante stated that Godzilla and Biollante was the same creature, I like to always say that they are brother and sister in my eyes. And obviously Godzilla's a big brother, and Biolante's the crazy little sister that needs to stop her big brother from killing everybody. I guess is a way you can look at it. But yeah, I waited such a long time to get this in my collection, and I have absolutely no regrets on getting her when I did. Alright guys, that's my review of Biollante. Of course, like, share, subscribe, comment in the comment sections. Let me know what you think of Biollante. And of course, our next show for Monsters of Attitude from the time this recording is going to be next Saturday on July 25th, where we're going to be talking about all the military forces that tried to destroy kaijus like Biollante, Godzilla, the Gargantuars, all those type of military efforts they put into it, some of those characters, as well as some of the awesome weaponry they did use against these monsters. And that show is going to be deemed Destroy All Monsters. I'm going to add something else to that, but I know it's going to be Destroy All Monsters. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm really excited for that show. Eric Stope from Biollante Kaiju Reviews is going to be hosting that show, so he's gonna have the reins on that, and he's gonna put that whole show together for us. And I'm really excited to see what he has to bring to the table for that show. But alright, guys, hope you have a wonderful night, Kaiju family.